So we jump back into some crosses here. Lot 15 and lot 16. Lot 15 will be 6-5, which is actually the Barra there. And then lot 16 will be 6-3. That'll be the crossbred gilt that Levi's got there on the stick. So these would be Swish, Playboy, Feel the Noise. That sow would have come from Rotaball as a bred purchase there a couple years ago. Obviously, the Swish Hog is the tricked out son there at Showtime Sires. The Playboy sow would have raised the Grand at Gallia County, and it's got a pretty darn good track record of making solid show pigs. Just 2 in this particular litter, but a gilt and the Barrow in the offering. The Barrow is lot 15, and the gilt is lot 16.
I'd say just start with the Barra here, since how Levi's got him hooked up. I think a very good feeding kind of a crossbred Barra here. That thing's, the shape and angulation to that thing's hind leg and how his hip lays in him, I'd say is very, very good for this particular breed in terms of his ability to get out, and his range of motion looks very good. The way his set and angulation to his shoulder and the way his head and neck ties into the top side of his blade, I'd say is all very good. It's kind of got a unique marking there with that bullseye up top, and just a memorable kind of a pig, the way he's marked and the way he's built. I think that looks like a good feeding show pig for somebody here going down the road. The gilt, you know, probably just a Chunky comes to mind when I see her. I mean, man, that thing has got a round rib cage and a very neat kind of head and neck set out the top side of her shoulder there with a pretty level kind of a hip in her. I mean, she looks like one that you can do a lot of different things from a feed bucket standpoint when they got that much rib cage and that much body, and they're that pliable and that flexible and that square. I'd say you can kind of set your goals in terms of where you want to show her from an endpoint perspective or jackpot her along the way. I mean, she just looks like one of those that's going to be a real easy feeder to me.
Yeah, on the Barra, that's one that's pretty neat. That's a very, very good built pig. Plenty going away. One that should feed pretty easy for you. Big-legged, cool up front, and I like his color. That's one you're never going to get missed out there in the ring. Like Brett said, that's a pretty memorable color. One that I like quite a bit. The gilt is as one from the side. Just read her like a book. From the front, that's a very, very neat skull shape. She's cool fronted. She's tall shouldered, and probably the roundest bodied one that's came through the ring. And I'd like to challenge anybody to find one that is rounder bodied than that one. And study her down her back. That's a big back, fresh. It's got a hind leg that works very, very well. Very big footed, by the way.